ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीं अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। श्लोका नंबर 38। अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति। So Bhagavan is talking about the glory, the benefit of knowledge. And here in the 38th sloka, Bhagavan said that the knowledge is the most purifying one. There are so many purifying factors. We have got water, water purifies things, fire purifies things. Certain karma like japa, certain ritual, they also purify the person of certain papa. But nothing is as purifying as knowledge. Why? Because knowledge removes the most fundamental impurity, and that is the ignorance. And once ignorance impurity is removed, then ignorance born wrong conclusions, which are also impurity, they are also removed. Anything coming in your way to own up your freedom is impurity. And so ignorance comes in my way, so ignorance is impurity. Then wrong conclusion that I am a small person, I am a jiva, I am a karta, I am a bhokta, all these are impurity. And then ragadveshas are impurity. So all impurities are removed by one factor called jnana. But what type of jnanam? Jnanam which is abiding understanding. Not that Swamiji, I also know I am Brahman. But that I am Brahman is a fact for me. It is not just a piece of information. When it is a fact for me, that type of abiding knowledge is there, then all impurities are removed. And this jnanam, a person, how does he get? Yoga samsiddhaha. Yoga samsiddha means being prepared by the sadhana, preparatory sadhana called yoga here. Karma yoga and upasana, by that one becomes prepared. And then he himself gets it. Vindati, he attains. Swayam means whoever is prepared will get knowledge. I get prepared and my spouse gets knowledge, that is not there. Otherwise, many lazy husbands will tell you be prepared. You get prepared, I will get dana. So that is not there. So many things others, yes, Many wives only get these all dress ready and bags ready and all these things. But that is possible. But for moksha, proxy is not allowed. That I will get preparations. The wife is very devoted wife. So I will prepare myself and I will transfer the preparedness, purity to your mind and you will get dana. That is not possible. In moksha, proxy is not possible. So Swayam, one who is prepared, he himself vindati jnanam. Where does he get jnanam? Atmani, in the mind. Here we make it very clear that knowledge does not take place in Atma. Atmani, if you want to keep the meaning self, then about Atma but not in Atma. Knowledge is about the self. The self is limitless. So it is about the self, but knowledge does not happen in the self. Why? Because any happening implies modification. Like something is happening in the hall means some modification is happening. So happening implies modification. And Atma is free from modification. Therefore, knowledge does not happen in Atma. Where does it happen? Knowledge happen in the mind, in the intellect. Many people say, hey, your knowledge is only intellectual knowledge. Swamiji, I have got only intellectual knowledge. So Pujya Swamiji used to say, knowledge is always intellectual. You don't have dental knowledge. Even if you say dental knowledge, what should you understand? Knowledge about teeth can be called dental knowledge. Knowledge does not take place in the teeth. Knowledge is always in the intellect. So if you say intellectual knowledge, perhaps what you mean is the knowledge, your knowledge is not effective so far because it is fraught with some obstacles. But remember, knowledge does not take place anywhere else. Every knowledge is in the intellect, in the mind alone. People say, no, Swamiji, I want to have knowledge in the Atma. It is not possible. So it is something like, Swamiji, I want to cut space. You cannot cut space. You can cut some stick, you can cut some rope, but you cannot cut space. Similarly, this modification is not possible in Atma, so knowledge happens in the mind. Then mind, why is it called Atma? Because that is how you think, that is how you feel. So whenever there is a disturbance in the mind, what do you say? I am disturbed. So you have identification with the mind so much that you consider mind alone to be yourself. And therefore the word Atma is used for the body also, used for the mind also, and used for Satchidananda also. So depending upon the context we have to interpret. So Atmani Vindati. Now one more question Bhagavan is answering. How much time is required? Evlo time vedu. So how much? I don't know whether it is correct Tamil, but how much time required? Correct? Okay. So how much time required? There is Bhagavan say Kalena. Kalena means in course of time. Means we cannot give time frame. People want time frame. They say, Swamiji, how much time it will take to get knowledge? But why are you asking this? Swamiji, so that I can plan something else. Remember, knowledge is the means for moksha, and moksha is that having attained which nothing is to be attained. If you think that Swamiji, I got moksha, but I am feeling very bored with moksha, I want something else, means you have not got moksha. Because by definition, moksha is that with which you never get bored. Moksha is that having attained which nothing remains to be done. Yam labdva aparam labam adhikam na manyate. Having attained which nothing remains to be attained. If a person thinks something to be attained, he is thinking that he has got moksha, he really has not got moksha. Therefore, first of all, this thought that let me plan Jnanam for some time and afterwards I will do something else. There is nothing to be done afterwards. But still, Swamiji, you tell me, just to get the hope, because I am already on the wrong side of 80s. And now, will I be able to get, if it takes 20 years, then I cannot get it. So Swamiji, you tell me time frame. There is no time frame. It is something like, how much time one takes to become emotionally mature? Can you tell time? How much one takes to becoming emotionally mature? Physically mature, you can say 14, 15, 16, whatever. But emotionally mature, how much time it takes? You cannot give time frame. I have seen some youngsters, they are more mature than even their parents. I have seen. They have understood the limitations so well, and parents have not understood. So there is no time frame for such subtle things. For intelligence, for getting this knowledge how to use cell phone, how much time it takes? It depends. Some people learn within 5 days, one day, and some people after so many months also, Swamiji, I don't know how to switch off this phone. So when phone rings, I don't know how to do it. So one lady praying in the lecture hall, when some Puja Swamiji had come, she doesn't know what to do. Is there or somewhere else? Then she removed the battery. That's all. So remove the battery because other things didn't occur to her. How to switch off the mobile. So she know how to switch on, but how to switch off, how to put silent, doesn't know. So how much time certain things will take, we cannot say. This understanding this the quantum physics, how much time it takes? It depends what type of background you have. Some people don't like this physics and all. So for them it will take years together. And that also not guaranteed. Whereas some people, within few days, few weeks, they can understand. And therefore Bhagavan says Kalena. It takes time. So one Kalena word conveys the idea that getting the assimilation, clarity and assimilation of this knowledge takes time. People want overnight result. Because we are the Maggi people, 2-minute Maggi. So we want moksha also 2 minutes. Instant coffee is there now. Earlier coffee was only one coffee, filter coffee. Now instant coffee. So similarly instant heater also is there. Water heater, instant heater. And similarly what we want? Instant moksha. And people fall for it. If you advertise that you will get instant moksha, the more people will come thinking that, wow, this is something unique. But it is a cheating. There is no instant moksha. There is no instant realization. You may have some instant experience, yes. By this transferring the power, some master can get you some experience. You can see, you go to different places, you see Badrinath, Kedarnath, or you see some bright light. All these are possible. That can be instant. And people may think that is moksha. He gave me this experience, divine experience. Divine experience is possible, moksha or jnanam, instant is not possible. Yes, if you are very prepared, instant is possible. But generally, people are not that prepared. Therefore, it takes time. But we generally say that let it take time. If you are pursuing this knowledge, moksha very well, journey itself is a joy. It is something like you like to do something, you like to paint, and you don't ask that how long it will take, let it take. Or you are traveling on the road which is very beautiful, then you don't have any anxiety when I will reach the destination. Now itself I am enjoying. So if you are having the pursuit very well, then journey itself is a joy. Therefore you will not have concern. When will I get it? When will I get it? I am pursuing this and I am enjoying the pursuit. And therefore the knowledge will come when its time is there. Its time has come, it will come. We need not worry about when will it come. If you have got anxiety, when will I get knowledge? It means you are not pursuing knowledge well. You correct wherever correction is required, you correct. But there is no anxiety. Kalena atmani vindati. So in this shloka, Bhagavan described the glory of the knowledge as the most purifying one, and he also told that one gets the knowledge having prepared oneself. Alright. Now, from the next sloka, Bhagavan is talking about the requirements for getting knowledge. What are the qualities required for getting knowledge? Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparas sanyatendriyah jnanam labdhva param shantim achirenadhigacchati. So here Bhagavan says Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Very, very popular sentence of Bhagavad Gita. A person who is Shraddhavan, endowed with Shraddha, labhate, attains jnanam, knowledge, understanding about oneself being limitless, which is the means for moksha. For that here, what is the required condition? Shraddha. What is Shraddha? Shraddha means sense of validity. Looking upon the scriptures as the valid means of knowledge. That is called Shraddha in the scriptures. People have now, they say, we have some scientific mind. So I will accept something only if it is scientific. And the problem is that Shastras are not scientific. I have told several times. Shastras are not scientific. Does it mean they are unscientific? They are not unscientific. They are ascientific. Means they are having that subject matter which is not available for scientific experimentation. That is what this point many people miss it. And enthusiastically, very enthusiastically say, Swamiji, our Vedas are so scientific. So I have to break his, his heart. So because he is having so much feeling, strong feeling, Vedas are scientific, Vedas are scientific. And he has told his friends also. And he will say, see, our Vedas are telling that if you do the ritual, it will give benefits, see, scientifically proved. That is not Vedas are telling. People have that so much craze. Nothing wrong in having respect for science. That's fine. I also respect science. I love science. Nothing wrong. Science has got its own field. You should learn science and you expand your horizon of knowledge. Very good. I love science. But science has got its own limitation. It has got one sphere of operation. You should not expect something which is outside its range. Like a cook is cooking well. You should not expect him to be a good musician also. He is a cook. So he need not. So science has got its own. Perhaps cook can be a musician also. But here the science cannot have access to the subject matter which is dealt with by scriptures. Many modern people, those who are studying Vedanta, they don't like to hear this. Because they are very much proud of saying that Vedas are scientific. And they have told their friends also. And sometimes our ego does not allow us to admit our mistake. When we have made statement, then somehow we have to justify. Remember, Vedas are not scientific. So Vedas have got their own sphere. Like my eyes are very, very beautiful. My eyes are able to see things well. But eyes can only see. Eyes cannot hear. So eyes are efficient in their field. I cannot expect eyes to hear. No, you do double up. Double up means you do double job. Sometimes when ears are on a strike, then you work. Cannot work. Eyes are meant for seeing. They don't have access in the area of hearing. Similarly, Shastra has got its own area of operation. And I look upon Shastra as the means of knowledge. This is called Shraddha in Shastra. Not only that, I have Shraddha in the teacher who is explaining Shastra. Because sometimes people may have this, Swamiji, I accept the validity of Shastra, but whether my teacher is explaining the Shastra correctly or not, I am not sure. So then also person will not get knowledge. Because mere Shastra does not give knowledge. The Shastra which is unfolded by the teachers, that alone will give knowledge. And therefore I need to have Shraddha in the validity of the sentence of teachers. So Shraddha in Shastra and the teachers. The Shraddha in the form of validity, sense of validity. And another thing required is not only Shraddha in the validity, Shraddha in Shastra and the teachers being my well-wisher. Shastra is meant for helping me, not harming me. And more than Shastra, the teachers are bent for helping me. They are my well-wisher. That Shraddha also should be there. If that Shraddha is not there, then every now and then there will be rejection. See, as long as teachers are telling something which is not against my likes and dislikes, I say, oh, my teacher is good, teacher is so great, teacher is so great. But if teacher says something which is against my Ragadvesha, hey, my teacher is very orthodox. He doesn't know. Why? Because teacher told something which is against my Ragadvesha. Teacher says you should not drink. I have said, sorry, drinking is my life. So that person will not like the teacher. Or he will dismiss the teacher. Or teacher say, you should not talk too much. You should talk less. Talking less is good for you. Hey, teacher says, teacher doesn't know how to talk, therefore he is telling like this, I know how to talk. So, your Shraddha in the teacher is not there. So, teacher we look upon as not only valid, but my well-wisher. And that Shraddha is there, then Jnanam will be possible. If Shraddha is not there, Jnanam is not possible. Pujya Swamiji used to say this statement, he said, if Shraddha is there in full measure, then everything else will be taken care of. When I have Shraddha in the doctor, means I fully trust the doctor. Means what? Whatever he says to do, I will do. Whatever he asks me not to do, I will not do. That is what Shraddha is. Then my health will be taken care of. In olden days in China, there was a very beautiful system. There is no medical fees for consultation. There was like a healthcare, what is called contract. Means the whole family's health will be taken care of by the doctor. Means doctor season to season they will come and say, you take this, you take this. Oh, I am not unwell. No, this is to be taken. Now winter is there, you take this. Summer is there, you take this. So they take care of the health of the entire family. Not that they are unwell, that time also they will take care. But even when they are well, in general, they do preventive measures. And the family have got full Shraddha in that doctor. So that health is taken care of well. So once you have Shraddha in the teacher, then your job is almost done. Because if teacher says this is to be done, and you have a right teacher, then your job is done. But most of the people do not have sufficient Shraddha. It is not that they don't have Shraddha, sufficient Shraddha. Little bit is there. So they little bit they listen also. But they will listen also within some area. When Guruji says you give charity, that no, Swamiji, that I cannot do. Shraddha is less. Swamiji, you have some agenda for that. Why are you asking me to give charity? Shraddha is less. Anyway, don't worry, this teacher is not going to ask you for any charity. So, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. This is a very, very bold statement of Shastra. That once you have Shraddha, jnanam will be there. And some people may ask this question, Swamiji, but how to get Shraddha? You say, the one who has got Shraddha gets Jnanam. But how to get Shraddha? It's something like one who gets visa can travel abroad. But how to get visa? That you tell me. Shraddha one who has will get Jnanam. But Swamiji, how I will get Shraddha itself? For that one thing is, you pray to Bhagavan for Shraddha. And try to apply the teaching of Shastra to the extent possible. And acknowledge this fact that I am benefited by the teaching of Shastra in this manner. When you acknowledge the benefit of any source, your Shraddha in that source will increase. But many people are not having that grateful mind. This gratitude is not there. So they don't notice, let's see, to the extent I followed, it helped me. So you consciously, gratefully acknowledge the benefit you have received from Shastra. Many people, Swamiji, still I have problem, I am studying Vedanta, so still I have got this. Then I will ask this. Okay, you have still problem, but compared to what you had some 1 year or 2 years back when you started your study, is it less or not? Yes, less. That's all. Continue your medicine. Whichever medicine works, continue. That's what doctor says. How are you doing? Sir, I am better, but not fully recovered. Continue medicine. That is what the approach is. So, whatever has helped you, you acknowledge the benefit. And another thing is, pray to Bhagavan. Oh Lord, grant me the quality of Shraddha. Shraddha cannot be forced upon anyone. I cannot tell from tomorrow onwards all of you should have Shraddha in me, Shraddha in Shastra, okay? Even if you say, okay Swamiji, okay. But it cannot happen. Shraddha is discovered by the person. And Shraddha also depends upon one's psychological background. If a person has got a background of being cheated, or at least the perception of being cheated, then it will be difficult to trust. Especially if you are cheated by some sannyasi, some Vedanta teacher, then it is very difficult to have Shraddha. Oh, this all sannyasis are like this, all Vedanta teachers are like this. Very difficult to have Shraddha. So how is your background, that also matters. And as I said, one thing is you keep praying, oh Lord, grant me this Shraddha. And keep on acknowledging the benefit from the teaching received from the scripture and teacher. Third thing is remaining in the company of the people who have Shraddha. If you are the member of the atheist society, you are very unlikely to have Shraddha, because you are always surrounded by that. So, what type of mind frame you will have is highly decided by the company you keep. They say you will be always average of the 5 people you are accompanied by. So, whatever 5 people you are accompanied by, mostly will be average of that. And therefore your company will decide. Especially when you are weak-minded. If you are strong-minded, you will not be influenced. In fact, you will influence them. Influence will happen, but it will be from your side to that side. Whoever got high valency, from that flow will happen. So, if you are powerful, you will change them. But if you are weak, they are powerful, they will change you. Like one person was told, money brings money. He was told like this. Then one person was counting money, so much heap of coins and currency. So this person went there and he held his money and he said, let this money bring money, money bring money, money brings money. So let my money bring that money. So he thought, he was given this instruction, and that person was counting money, he looked at. And he said, what are you doing? He said, money brings money. You have taken my money, put it. So he asked, he said, if you don't put, I will hit you. So that money, whatever money he had to give it. Then he went to that person, he said, you told me that money brings money, I lost money. He said, the rule is correct. That money brought this, your money. So that person brought this money. So rule is like that. Whoever is powerful wins. If you are powerful, even if you are one, you will win. And if you are not powerful, then generally the company will influence. Therefore, if you want to develop Shraddha, Be in the company of the people who have Shraddha. But Swamiji, my spouse himself is very atheist. Then what? You don't discuss with him about any religious matter. Because unnecessarily there will be arguments and whatever little Shraddha you are developing, that will be finished. Because he is powerful. Your husband is powerful. So he will influence you. If you are powerful lady, then you can influence. He will become a theist. So idea is that be in the company of the people who have Shraddha. And develop Shraddha, then Shraddhavan labhate dhanam. It is a big blessing that you can trust. Big blessing. Even if you are cheated sometime, but if you continue to trust, is a big blessing. Without trust, life is very miserable. So, in general, Shraddha is very important, and next look it will be explained that without Shraddha, life is miserable. But here, Shraddhavan labhate dhanam. I have seen some people are very intelligent, but Shraddha is not there, therefore they are not able to get this vision, they are not able to get benefit of this vision. Because Shraddha is not there. And Pujya Swamiji used to say that sometimes authority problem, authority issue they call it, means I was so much overpowered and harassed by some elderly people who represent authority. My father, my uncle, or my mother, or somebody, or the teacher, school teacher. And they intimidated me. And therefore there is a rejection, rebel. I don't want to accept these people. They are overpowering me, bossing over me. I want to live my independent life. Because of this type of background, this person will not be able to accept any authoritative figure. He will have problem with boss also. He cannot accept anyone as a teacher also. Even if he gets somebody, he will fight with the teacher. That type of thing will happen. Therefore, in such situation, what do? We pray to Bhagavan. And we pray to sometimes even Guru himself. Oh Guruji, please help me develop Shraddha. And one more thing is Shraddha in the teacher. Not having the idea of perfect teacher. Because many people, they say, Swamiji, I go to so many teachers, I study with them for some time and my Shraddha is disturbed. Why? Because I see that my teacher also sometimes gets angry. What type of teacher is? Or my teacher also is doing all transaction, worldly transaction. What type of teacher is? Or my teacher is fond of eating some nice food. So what type of teacher is? People have this. So having this idea of a perfect teacher. Swamiji, I want a perfect teacher. And you are in search of a perfect teacher, you will never get. Even if you get for some time, after some time your Shraddha will be disturbed. Why? Because nobody proves to be perfect. Even Bhagavan Sri Krishna will not pass as a perfect teacher. If you see from empirical angle, he had done so many things which will generate doubt. Therefore, don't expect a perfect teacher. What type of Swami? But something should be there in the teacher. Anyone who helps you get clarity, helps you get more peace in your life, and the person is generally not against dharma. He is not leading the life of adharma. That much is good enough. Means he doesn't ask you that you go and cheat people and bring somehow more students. You tell them that you got moksha. You didn't get moksha, but you go and tell everybody you got moksha, and so that more people will come. If somebody tells you like this, don't go to that teacher. Minimum thing in the teacher is he or she follows dharma. Minimum. If that is not there, then you should doubt. And then you can find out some other teacher. And pray to the teacher in whom you can have Shraddha. So you also pray, oh Lord, get me somebody whom I can trust. And that is why Shraddha is very, very important, and it makes so much difference in the pursuit of knowledge. So Shraddhavan labhate jnana. Alright. Then second thing is tatparaha. Tatparaha means committed to that knowledge. Some people have got Shraddha in Shastra, but they do not have this commitment to the pursuit of knowledge. They will think, oh, we'll do it, Swamiji. I have Shraddha in Shastra. I would like to study Shastra, but I will do it when I am 75. Now I have got plan up to 75 what I will do. So I don't have Swamiji time. I really want to study Swamiji. Really want to study. But I have so many other things to be pursued. And then knowledge doesn't come. So tatparaha means considering the knowledge to be the goal of life. Moksha to be the goal of life. That is called tatparaha. And here Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, commitment for knowledge will be expressed in the form of commitment to the means of knowledge. Whatever is contributory to the knowledge, that I will do. Something like if somebody is interested in money, then whatever brings money, he will go for it. My commitment for money will be expressed in the form of commitment to the means of money. Therefore, if good contacts are there, I will spend time. Even night 11 o'clock I have to go there. To receive him I will go. Why? He is a very resourceful person. Very high contact, high level influencing person. So any place you have got commitment, it will be expressed in the form of means, the commitment to the means of knowledge. So if I have got commitment to Jnanam, then I will have commitment to Shastra study, I will have commitment to Guru Seva or the Shraddha in the Guru, listening and following the statements of Guru. All these things will happen. Need not be told. You see the people when they have interest in money, what all things they do. If a person is committed to go to the US, you see how much they are ready to do. In olden days, nowadays it is little bit improved. Olden days people used to sit near that consulate in Chennai 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, early morning. Why? And they will get first in queue. Because before me somebody gets, then there is a fixed quota, I will be out. So much. If you ask them to come to Vedanta class 6:30, no, Swamiji, how can I get up so early? I retired so late. But for this, how much it is there. So when you have got commitment for something, and if you say I don't have time, is a contradiction. For whatever thing you have got commitment, you get time. When you say that I don't have time for thing A, it means I do not have that much priority for that thing A, thing X. So it is a nice way of saying, oh, I am very busy, etc. So nice, Swamiji, I am very busy. Busy means right now this is not my priority. When priority is there, nothing else. Puja Swamiji, when he started attending Vedanta class, when he listened to Swami Chinmayananji, so before that he used to go to some club or something. Every evening they meet, people meet. So he said, once I started attending these Vedanta classes, then his friend, he will ask, will you come to the class? No, today I have to go to the club. Will you come to the club? No, today I cannot come to the club because I have to go to the class. See the difference. One person is saying, I cannot come to the class because I have to go to the club. Other person says, I cannot come to the club because I have to go to the class. This shows the difference, the priority change. So in life, when you have got priority for something, it will be expressed in the form of your commitment to the means to attain that goal. Tatparaha. And priority is generally attained by seeing the significance of the goal. How that goal is important to you, if you understand well, then automatically will follow the means. To the extent you have got looseness to the means, it is indicative of this looseness to your the lack of clarity in your understanding of the goal. If goal you have understood well, you have understood the importance of the goal, then the commitment to the means will be there. Therefore, see, many people, they go for morning walk. Early morning they get up and go for walk. Why? Because they have understood. Many people nowadays they are going. If you tell them to come to Vedanta class, no, Swamiji, I have to go for a walk. One person we told that evening Vedanta class, no, Swamiji, I have to play with my grandchild. The grandchild is the priority. Therefore, Vedanta class doesn't get priority. So whatever is important will get priority. So Tatparaha means the person for whom knowledge is the first priority. I will not compromise with my pursuit of knowledge for anything. And everything I will compromise for the sake of knowledge. That is called Tatparaha. That alone makes the difference between the achievers and non-achievers. Otherwise, generally capacity is almost same. What makes the difference is in this commitment. So people are committed. Then you get it. Anything you see, if you are committed and you start doing, you will see the progress. But our problem is Arambha Shuraha. We start very enthusiastically, but then afterwards we don't follow up. Follow up requires more commitment. Starting you may be influenced by some talk of somebody or some jealousy. Oh, he can do, I also will do. He is maintaining his muscles, I also will do it. It doesn't get sustained for a long time. So Tatpara means commitment to knowledge. Then third is Sanyatendriyaha, having the mastery over the organs and the mind. Many people, they really, Swamiji, I really want to attain this. But they do not have mastery over their organs. Swamiji, I want to get up in the morning, I really want to do meditation. But what? Swamiji, night, I feel like watching this program, that serial or this one, TV. And therefore, Swamiji, it becomes 11:30, 12, then how do I get up? So sometimes they have value, but the slavery of the sense organs or slavery to the sense organs does not allow them to remain fully committed. Therefore, Sanyatendriyaha, one should have mastery. Otherwise, you will be crying. So, night you do not sleep because of your watching TV, etc. And morning you will be, since you have got some commitment, morning you say, oh, I did not get up, so you will cry also. See, I wanted to sit, I wanted to do meditation, I did not. So, mastery over the organs is also important. And for that, we require prayerful life, we require good company. Then, Jnanam Labdva. So, by these three things, Shraddha, Tatparata, commitment, and mastery over the mind, person will be able to get Jnanam. And Shraddha includes the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Dhanam labdva, having attained this dhanam, param shantim adhigacchati, one attains highest peace. Highest peace means there are two meanings. One is that he will be abiding, she will be abiding in the Atma, which is Shanta Swarupa. And therefore, he will have Shanti, he will not be disturbed by anything. Second meaning of param shanti means cessation of all the causes for samsara. Avidya, ignorance born adhyasa, all of them are gone. And therefore param shanti means samsara nivrittim adhigacchati. He attains the shanti, highest shanti in the form of moksha. So param shanti means moksha. So in fact, one indicator in your life, more you imbibe this knowledge, more peaceful will be your life. Yeah, sometimes there may be a situation because of some unconscious issues, there may be some disturbance temporarily. But it will be resolved very soon because of your Shraddha, Tatparata and mastery over the organs. And more you find peace with yourself and peace with the world. You have less reason to fight with others. Otherwise people fight for small things. Why you talk like this? Your body language was not good. But what did I say? No, you didn't say much, but your body language was not good. Body language is body language can be sometimes subjective. Sometimes somebody is trying to sneeze, and so you think that he is frowning at you. He is not frowning at you. He is trying to get sneeze. He is not getting. So sometimes it may be like this. Somebody, looked at you and immediately looked there. So you think, oh, Swamiji, he wanted to ignore me. Not that. Something else, was attracting his attention. So we have got so much reasons to fight. So sadhaka, the progress can be measured. That now I have less occasions for quarrel with the world. So you are more and more peaceful. Your complaints about the world will be reduced. Even if you find something inappropriate, you handle it in an appropriate manner. Appropriately means without reaction. You tell the person this needs to be corrected without getting angry. And more than that, you are at peace with yourself. When you are at peace with yourself, you will be at peace with the world. Whenever you are fighting with the world, really speaking, you are fighting with yourself. Some part of you are not happy with. Therefore you are fighting. So your son doesn't listen to you, are very angry. Really speaking, it is not the issue that son doesn't listen to me. I am feeling very helpless, powerless. Am I so weak that my son doesn't listen to me? That is the issue. Son doesn't listen to me is not the issue. But I am feeling very powerless, helpless, weak, which is not acceptable to me. If you say that son doesn't listen to me is a fact. So my duty as a father or mother to tell. I will tell once, twice, every day, once or twice I will tell. And whether to listen to or not, it is in his hand. I am doing my job. If he listens, fine. If he doesn't listen, I pray for him. Then it will not disturb you. Why it disturbs you? Because you are bringing your own ego. You don't listen to your father. That is the problem. You don't listen to your mother who has done so much for you. That is the problem. He doesn't listen. Many people don't listen. He doesn't listen. She doesn't listen. So what happens that we bring in this ego. Means we are having discomfort with ourselves. When you have rejected yourself, then you will feel rejected everywhere. When you have rejected yourself, you will find that, oh, this person also rejects me, this person also rejects me. Because you are looking for approval from everybody. And everybody will not give approval. Even if they are giving approval, because you have got strong self-rejection, therefore you will not see acceptance. You always feel that this person is, my teacher is not happy with me, my spouse is not happy with me, my children are not happy with me, my neighbor is not happy with me. You always feel that the world is unhappy with you and it becomes a very big issue. So, first of all, you learn to develop peace with yourself. And how do you develop peace with yourself? By saying that you are okay. You keep saying, whatever I am fine. I am blessed to be what I am. More you see this, I am blessed to be what I am, you will have less conflicts with the world. Your self-rejection alone gets expressed in the form of the feeling rejected by the world and rejecting the world. Both. You reject the world because you have rejected yourself. Otherwise there is no rejection. You may deal with the things appropriately. You say, I don't require, I will handle it carefully. See, suppose some thorns are there. There is no rejection of thorns. I just go around, that's all. I handle it carefully. It's not that I reject them or I hate them. These thorns will do their job. So when you do not have this self-rejection, there is the acceptance of the world, and that is what Param Shanti. You are comfortable with yourself, you are comfortable with the world. Param Shantim Adhigacchati, he attains. And again Bhagavan says, question will be there, when will I get? When will I get? Achirena. Bhagavan is very diplomatic answer. Achirena means without delay. So I will come, get back to you when? Without delay. So at the earliest possible. That is how they say. At the earliest possible. Earliest possible can be 1 year also. Earliest possible. So similarly Bhagavan also he said what? Achirena means without delay. By without delay, one message given is, once you have got Jnanam, there is no gap between the Jnanam and Moksha. That is the main message. It is not that you get this clear knowledge and Moksha will come next year. This year you book knowledge, Moksha, next year Moksha will come. It is not like this. Moment I get this knowledge that I am Purnaha, then Achirena, without any delay, Adhigacchati. Achirena has got that meaning, immediately I get. Between knowledge and moksha, there is no gap. It is something like between eating full meal and removal of hunger, there is no gap. So, I get Jnanam, I have moksha. Alright. Now, in the next shloka, Bhagavan wants to emphasize the necessity of Shraddha in a Vyatireka method, means in a counter method. So first we said, if Shraddha is there, you get knowledge. Now we say, if Shraddha is not there, there is no happiness, there is no fulfillment in life. These are the two ways of emphasizing the need for something. Generally I give the example. If I want to emphasize the importance of yoga, how will I say? If you do yoga, you will have very good life, very good healthy life. If you do not do yoga, then you will have so much the knee pain and this pain and that pain. So I can emphasize this yoga in both ways, positively and negatively. So positively it was emphasized. Now Bhagavan is emphasizing the need for Shraddha in a Vyatireka method, other method, counter method. Agnascha Shraddadhanascha Samshayatma Vinashyati Nayam Lokosti na Paraha Na Sukham Samshayatmanaha. So Bhagavan says, there are three types of people, or one can have all three. Agnaha, ignorant. Second is Ashraddadhana, not having Shraddha, the sense of validity in the scriptures and the teachers. Third is Samshayatma, doubting nature. So if a person has got all three of them, means he is ignorant, he is having no Shraddha, and he keeps on doubting. Then what? Vinashyati. That person is finished. Means that person does not get any significant thing in his life. What are the three things? He doesn't know the truth, Agnaha. Second is, he does not have Shraddha in the Shastra or the teacher. And moreover, keeps on doubting everything. Some people doubt their spouse also. Maybe my spouse is working against me, my children are working against me. So keep on doubting. I think I must have told that in Bangalore when I was there, our neighbor, he used to have the doubt on his wife, that his wife is cooking some poison, she is putting some poison in food. So poor fellow, he was staying in a small office, not a house, office. In that office he used to put some cooker and all this, and he used to cook. And sometimes I think I invited him for lunch, because I said, poor fellow, So generally sannyasi should be invited, but So doubt. Some people have really big problem, doubting disorder. In fact, they say doubting disorder. Doubting disorder means they compulsively, helplessly keep on doubting. This Swami is talking about Dhanam, so he must have something. Today my spouse is talking very sweetly. Something must be there. Today things are going well, something big is going to happen. Even something is going well also they will doubt. Today something will happen. So they are samshayatma. Even they sit, they board the plane or they board the train, all the time doubt whether the engine driver is sleeping. And sometimes they do sleep, yeah. So if they doubting, then there is no life, miserable life. So vinashyati means that person is finished. Means this person does not attain anything meaningful, any significant thing. And now let us see that if somebody is only agnaha, only ignorant, but he is not ashraddhadhana, he does not have the problem of shraddha, he does not have problem of doubt, then that person is easy to handle. If somebody is ignorant but has shraddha, then you can share with him, oh, this is the right thing, if you do this, it will help you. Relatively easy. The problem of ignorance is the most innocent problem compared to the other two. Because you just need to be woken up. You are sleeping in the sleep of ignorance, you need to be woken up. No problem. So being ignorant is not a big problem. If you have shraddha in the source of knowledge and you do not have doubting nature, your problem is very less. But somebody is agnaha and ashraddhadhana, means he is having ignorance and also he does not have shraddha in the source of knowledge. Then what will happen? That person, since he does not have so much doubting nature with regard to people, he does not have shraddha in Shastra and the teachers. So he will not attain the higher purushartha like moksha or higher loka because he doesn't have shraddha. But in general he is trusting person. He does not doubt his spouse and children and neighbors and all. So then that person will have happiness at least in this world, relative happiness in this world. Ignorant, not having shraddha in the Shastra and teacher, but still he is not having doubtful nature. But the first and third samshaya atma, who is ignorant, he is having no shraddha and he keeps on doubting each and everything, then such a person vinashyati. He will not have even worldly happiness. Relative happiness also, because he keeps on doubting his spouse. He cannot feel loved by anyone. And not feeling loved is a big, deprivation. So this person is vinashyati. More about this we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadai Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.